Alright guys, I will show off the trick. So, basically the idea, so this save is just from the beginning, I haven't gone in there yet, is you need to find a way to warp, and I'll call them warps, whatever you want to call them. Maybe call them like teleport warps, just call them warps, because there's no other warps in this game, really. Is you need to warp from this room, or maybe from another room, but you're probably not going to get it, because I found like another warp in the sock room, but it warps you like nothing, I think. So, warp, you're going to warp, and then you're going to land up in, this one, you're going to land up somewhere around there, and you're going to get teleported over there. But when you do that, this room, the gate's still going to be there, but it's going to be unloaded. And Sam already saw that, so I'll just start the area. You know, you do sock skip. I'm going to use moon. Should I use moon jump? I will. Just pretend I'm doing the skip, because I don't want to make this video too long. I have moon jump on. I'm going to use it. Oh shit! I'm wearing fucking man, you guys might not be able to hear me. Just in case you didn't hear. Just you do the level normally from the start of the level. You do the level normally. Pretend I did sock skip. You collect this. Just pretend I'm doing the level normally. And doing sock skip and all that. So if you can find a way to warp in the hub, I'll explain it when I get down there. Just hate going on Twitch, man. So you have to do this. You have to do. He's dead. And there's the nerd in the background. It's hard to explain stuff in this game. This is a complicated trick. And it doesn't work, but like it might work if Ninja Cop's correct, but it's probably going to be TAS only. I mean, just getting the warp on the stairs is hard enough, and the clip into the room, which is really hard. So you do this, and you get this cutscene. You need to get the stairs, because you need to do a warp, basically. So kill these guys, and we're going to get the warp. If you can find a way to warp in this room and get to the same warp position, the warp point, without the stairs, this will entirely skip the sock room and a bunch of cutscenes. It'll save even more time. Alright. Oh, it's Daydream. So you gotta open up the stairs, and we're gonna warp off of these. If you find a place to warp, and you warp to the exact same spot I do, then we don't need the stairs. But I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Perhaps, but it's gonna be way harder. So you warp off the stairs. It's gonna moon jump. I'm not sure exactly where. Like probably from the top. You gotta be really careful. You gotta have the right angle too. Do a jump sometimes. Alright, this should work. Nope. Try doing the double jump. See, so what happened is we warped like near the top of that one over there, that warp pad, the shadowy bit which warps you over here, and we warped over here. And what that does is I think you want to stay close to this because there's like a load trigger. And that, if I did it right, unloads this room, and it also unloads that room. So then we get to see the unload. So the gate is still loaded for some reason. The gate always stays loaded. I'm going to make a save state because this is hard. And this is where the thing I discovered, the big thing, which you can clip into this wall a little bit. So when you go outside in the area, see like how Patrick is in the air, but when you load in the room, everything loads in, but gravity is still working, so you get pushed down like 100 feet a second, you die. And if you die, I think the room stays unloaded, so it might make it a little bit easier. So I was working on a setup for this. I'm gonna have to remember my setup. So you do like this. You want to double jump into it, I think. That was weird. I think you want to have like a perpendicular angle like this. And then just as like the camera unloads, like that. Just as the camera starts to unload, just as the camera unloads when you turn the camera, I think you have to turn it up and left. It's hard, so I don't know if this is going to be viable. Probably not. especially if we need to do a super difficult, like, button warp. You do something like that, and you... Let me see how I, like, turn the camera. I'm going to explain my camera movements as well. So you turn, I think, up left. Left, you're going to get down here. You need to turn up left and go over the gate. And then, like, this. But you want to, like, jump at, like, the last moment. You have to get a feel for it. And then you would, like, jump. It's weird. This trick is really weird, but it works. In this, I was like, okay, the skips works, but I forgot about the gate, so... You do that, and you do not... Oh, I should explain how this gate works, why I kept dying there. This gate, you can also unload, and I thought, like, maybe we could use this to get back. If you move... Patrick is like this, and your camera is up and down or left and right, you unload this area, you load at that area. You load something, you unload this area. Which is bad. So, once you're in here, you do statue early. That's it, basically. I really should just not be lazy. You do this, and then the problem is the gate is locked. Either this gate in this room is locked, or the gate over there is locked, and there's no real combination of things you can do. The train is blocking the entrance into the train level, the train room. This would be really good for ass. Well, statue really normally be good for ass if the train wasn't there. Sadly, you can't. I haven't found a way to clip into the train level with this unloading tech. You just pretend I did statue early, do statue early. With the sand strap right there. Trick. So it skips the crane room and some cutscenes, basically. Could be faster if you find a warp without the stairs. But that's probably going to be the task-only bit, as well as this bit. So all you need to do is, theoretically, if the warp works and it warps you to the spot, which it should, you can somehow warp off this button. You can get past this gate, go back to that warp bit, and then go to the outfit guy. So all I need Ninja or Sam to do is to warp on that button. That's it, basically. All we need is to warp off these buttons somehow, which Ninja Cop says is possible, and I believe him, but it's probably like TAS only. Making this trick TAS only, but in here you could find, if you can find a place to do, you can do the stairs skip and like save another minute. You'd save so much more time. You'd skip the sock room, and you'd skip, like, you wouldn't even have to kill the enemies if you were really good. The only thing I think that might be able to warp you is, like, the sign bit. Maybe if I could find a way to get the camera, like... Because the door bit is loaded in. The door bit wasn't, because it's connected. And the gate actually works properly. If the door was part of the other place, you'd be able to go. I wish there was a way to, like, do something here. So, like, the only place I was thinking where you could really warp off. This, I've had some promising results. Warping off of this. Sometimes I haven't actually warped off of it, but it just feels like you can warp off. This, you have, like, a weird jiggle effect. It just doesn't work. Let me see what they said. I'll stop watching. Yes, I didn't watch it. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. Bye. Whew. Ugh.